Hello everyone, Christina Stackey here, integrative and functional dietitian. I'm doing a little live with Amy Piper. We did it, Amy!
We're here, we're live. Okay.
We're here.
Yay.
We did it.
Okay, good.
So,
hey everybody.
So
sure.
Basically, Amy and I are doing a workshop this Thursday, and we wanted to share a little bit about why we decided to do this workshop for y'all. And we've done this for several years now. And it's all on mental, emotional wellness and how we can really implement some really simple daily habits to really support the healing process. And it's this Thursday at 5:30 Pacific on Zoom. So so anyone can join, and we're just going to be sharing a little bit about it today. And we'll give some information on how to sign up if you want to join us on Thursday. Anything you want to add?
And did you introduce yourself already? I know I joined.
A little bit. I was more focused on getting you onto this.
Well, I'll say first. My name is Amy Piper. I'm an EFT practitioner. It's emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping. And as Christina was saying, I've collaborated with her. I love her work. And I'd love for her to share a little bit about what she does to all of you, because I think it's so important. And I love collaborating with you because really, as we said in the title, the mental and emotional wellness and what that means. Obviously, I'm very interested in that. I work with people on their emotions, on all the different issues they're going through in life. But I love to look at health. And Christina, I probably already said this, but you're an integrative and functional dietitian. And I think your work is so important. And we love working together to kind of see how the emotions affect the body. So tell us a little bit about what you do and kind of what you see and your own personal experience with this.
Yeah, so integrative and functional dietitian is kind of a mouthful. Functional nutrition has become quite popular on social media these days, but essentially what it is it's really deeply personalizing a nutrition plan, and even way outside of just the foods you're eating, of course, focusing on that, but also nourishing really a healthy relationship with food and your body, focusing on habits like we're going to be talking about today that all influence how our bodies feel and work, as well as, even looking into our environment. How is that impacting our health? And we do like to use a lot of really fun specialty testing just to help us understand specifically what the body needs versus guessing what's out of balance. And I got into this field just because I was dealing with a lot of different health issues, anything from digestive to I found out autoimmune and mental health things, hormone imbalance, so many different things. And until I really discovered more of the integrative functional world, I was totally lost. I was on a bunch of medications and just kind of wasn't really feeling it better. So once I found this field, I started to heal, figure out what was going on. And then felt really motivated to just help other women with similar issues, especially digestive and autoimmune is kind of my specialty.
Yeah.
But what I found and kind of how it relates to this topic is, I could do all the physical stuff in the world, and I still felt like I was running into some roadblocks with my healing process. And what I realized at that point was there's a lot of trauma and emotional things that I was absolutely storing in my body. So it wasn't until I really started to dig into that and process that I was able to get to a totally different level of healing. So while healing is absolutely, there's so much physical we can do, there's a huge mental, or more so emotional component that is just as important to the healing process. So
yeah, I love that so much. And that you really see that. I know you look at numbers and really I call it the science side of things, and specialty labs and all this really thorough information you can get about a person's health and how they're absorbing things, so on a level of very specific information, but then seeing that emotional component and how I'd love to hear how some of your clients have changed, maybe if they did some of the emotional work. Obviously my area is tapping and EFT, but in this workshop, we're mentioning not just EFT, but other tools. And I guess I'm curious some of the differences you've seen at the level of their health when they've integrated some of these more emotional, mental health wellness tools.
Yeah, well, I work with a lot of people, especially women with digestive health issues, and just being able to regulate the nervous system with some simple habits can make a world of difference when it comes to just improving the resilience of our digestive system. You know, when our rest and digest system is activated, we're going to be able to digest our food better, and that's going to impact our physiology in a totally different level. So that piece, you know, I see people's digestion improving. They can be eating the exact same thing, but have a really stressful day and totally react to some different foods. I see that all the time. So being able to implement some of these strategies can really, again, increase resilience. So that's one thing from a digestive standpoint. Now, in some work that I've seen and even clients that I've referred to you, Amy, is just there's a lot, but there's the relationship with food piece, because there's a lot that comes into that.
Yeah.
That has shifted in some clients that I've sent to you, and like fear around food. Also just the general emotional baggage that so many of us carry.
Right.
Just being able to shift out of that, be able to process those emotions. I feel like that has allowed some of them to just be able to implement other things. So not even nutrition habits, but other habits. Yeah, because they're just in a better place emotionally. So those are a couple of things that I've noticed, and it's just really progressed their healing so much more than if we were just to focus on the physical elements.
Well, and I love that measure that you mentioned, digestion, because that's something that we really experience and really feel. Like, even if someone might be a little disconnected from their body or not quite in the body, if you know what I mean, if they're kind of in their mind a lot, the digestion is really palpable, right? We feel that. That's like actively happening. And so that is a really nice way maybe to start measuring. Am I feeling better? You know, how do I feel after I eat? How do I feel each day getting up in the morning? You know, all the different things. I think I love that, because I think digestion is one that people can relate to and then really use as a measurement of, you know, is it improving? Is it not? Is what we're doing helping? Yeah, that's perfect. So thank you so much for sharing that. And then, of course, the other tools, we're going to talk about some other ways in which you can use these daily habits. And we want to make it simple, right? Like things we can do every day to help. And I will be running us through a few rounds of tapping. If you're not familiar with that, it's an, you know, acupressure. We call it emotional acupressure, acupuncture. We'll be tapping through so you can experience this shift. If you haven't done that before, it's really fun and easy to learn. Is there anything else you wanted to share about it? Well, I think we said the time is 5:30 on this Thursday Pacific. We're both in California now, right? You're not too far. Christina's down in San Diego area. I'm in Los Angeles. So it is 5:30 Pacific time.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to share. I guess I'll just highlight that when we're going to give you some strategies of, like, in regards to simple habits, there are also things that don't need to take very long. So I think that's something that people can get hung up on, is like, oh, well, I have to, you know, I have to spend all this time, and I don't know, I barely have time just to like feed myself. And no, these are strategies that you can literally take even a few minutes for some of them, and even less than that. And it can make a huge difference, especially if you do them consistently. So that's something to keep in mind too.
Yeah. Our emphasis on simple and quick, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Exactly.
So it's approachable, and we really want you to leave, you know, feeling like you learned something and something that you can implement. And if it's just one of them, right, that works for you, that's a good fit.
Yeah.
Great.
Amy, who would you say a good fit for people, like who would be a perfect person to sign up for this workshop? I have some ideas too, but who are you thinking of who would be a great person to sign up for this kind of workshop?
Oh gosh. Well, anyone. I mean, so many people are dealing with various health issues, even when you just mentioned digestion, right? Like anything you might be experiencing on a physical level and wanting to integrate some simple daily practices. And even if you are a healthy person, we stay healthy by doing these things, finding ways to relieve daily stress, overwhelm, anxiety. I mean, that's stuff that everyone deals with every day. And I think even if you are a healthy person and maybe not struggling with any health issues, you want to stay that way. So I think anybody that wants practical tools to either get healthier right? Or stay healthy, feel good in their body, should join, definitely. And it's also, if they're feeling a little lost. The world of wellness, I think, can be very overwhelming. I know living in Los Angeles, there's a lot out there. And sometimes it's nice if people give some basic, simple tools that you can choose from that are really approachable, easily integrated into your busy day. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so I just want to highlight that too. Yes, of course, if you're dealing with like obvious digestive issues, autoimmune conditions, like really any health related condition, and you just want to feel better, sure, you're a great fit for this kind of workshop. But also just if you deal with stress, like if you want to just know, again, ways to prevent things from manifesting, if you ever deal with, again, anxiety, stress, man, tapping is such a fast and effective way to help with that. And again, Amy's going to be walking us through a session, and it's incredible. Again, in past years, I've had some of the best feedback on the workshops that we host every other month. And like everyone's like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And my clients started implementing it afterwards. And again, it was transformative for a lot of people. They integrated it into their daily practice, especially if they were feeling anxious in any given moment or stressed. It's just such an effective tool. So anyways, yeah, thank you for sharing that too. I just want to reiterate that. It can be really helpful for everyone.
Love it. So we'll both have the sign up links. Check out our Instagrams. I will put that there. And I know, Christina, you have it as well. And